How'd you get sober?
I ended up getting sober because, I tried a couple times and it didn't work. While I was like, okay, I'm going to try today. I'm going to try this. And I'm going to try to go to AA. And I would go and I'm like, what the am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm fine. I'm fine. And oh man, it wasn't until I got into a really bad car accident.
Were you drinking?
Yes.
Wow.
I was drinking.
Did you hurt anybody?
I was drinking all night the night before. And the next day I was hungover and I did the thing. I went to a bar, took a shot and started driving back home. I had a friend with me that day too. And
in the car?
Yes.
Did you hurt anybody?
I did. I didn't, kill anybody, but that's why I got pushed more toward like getting sober. I didn't get sober because that accident happened in November. I didn't get sober until March.
It's okay.
So that's how long it took.
How long do you have sober now?
It's going to be 3 years in March.
Okay, so it's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Go on, I'm sorry I interrupted.
And it's okay. So this car accident, I ran a couple red lights and I ended up hitting this woman. And so I got out the car and I told my friend, I was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to jail. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just like, shit. So I got out of the car on his side and randomly, I don't know where this random person came, but he's like, someone should help the woman out in the car because it was super foggy. You couldn't even see the lights. And so I got out of my car and to help her out of hers. And she was talking to me in Spanish and she's just like, ¿Qué pasó? Like telling me what happened. Like, no, ¿qué pasó? No sé. Like she was just startled, and I took her out of the car and I just was telling her, I'm so sorry. I said, perdóneme. Like, I told her, forgive me. I was like, perdóneme. No, es mi culpa. I told her it's my fault. And I was helping her out of the car and I sat her down on the curb and I look around and my friend was gone. He had left me there. So I was like,
you've got a lot of good friends.
Yeah. I didn't know how to choose them. So, yeah. Okay. And so then I called my boyfriend. I said, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just got into a car accident. The cops are going to come around. I'm probably going to go to jail.
And he said, who the hell was that guy in your car?
No, he knew I was out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's not as funny.
It was, so this is, okay, this whole story is so, these stories are so hilarious, man. Now that I tell them, they're just so funny. But he's like, where did Marco go? And he's like, I told them, I was like, he left. He said, okay, well, if the cops come, tell him he was driving. And I said, okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Right? Yeah.
Is that your current boyfriend?
Yes.
I like him.
Yeah. And he's actually the reason one of the biggest reasons I ended up getting sober. But
good.
So that day he saved so the cop showed up and I started selling the story. I was just like, so my friend was here. He was the one driving. He left. I don't know why he left.
Oh my God. What happened to him?
So they had a warrant out for his arrest for a felony.
That's
hit and run.
Funny.
Yeah. And so this lady ended up going and...
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hey, it's not happening to you. Okay? Calm down. Okay? The guy left her. He deserves it. Go on.
So
moron. That moron left her.
Yeah.
How old were you? 28.
Yeah.
28-year-old little kid.
Regardless if he's leaving the scene of an accident, regardless, he's still got his liability driving or not.
No.
I mean, it's not as bad of a situation, but you're not supposed to leave the scene of an accident if you're involved as a passenger.
He's not involved. He was the passenger. He's a victim. He's got to stick around. He's got to do. I don't think so.
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, it could be wrong, but if I root for else insane. No, let's just argue all day. So I'm sorry. Back to the funny.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, so the warrant didn't happen until after.
Of course.
Yeah. So my boyfriend had to pick me up and all of that. We cleared that up and I went home and he's just like, he's like, you're coming to my place because if the cops find out that you were the one driving, they'll come and get you. And he's like, all right, get a bag, whatever,
God,
let's go.
I really like him. Go on.
And so I got a bag and I went to his house and my friend who had left me there, he texted me. He's like, why did you lie? you told them that I was driving. He's like, you put my life in danger and all this and that. And I was just like, oh my God, shut up. I was like, you were the one buying me drinks last night. So he actually was telling me, he's like, oh, let's get a room and this and that. I was like, I'm not getting a room with you, bro. I need to go to my boyfriend. We're doing something tomorrow. And I ended up drinking more and just, we ended up passing out in the car. But,
this guy's trying to sleep with her.
Yeah.
Pump her full of cocktails.
Something.
She gets into an accident.
Yeah.
You know what? It's bad.
Yeah.
But it's not selling crack to children bad.
No, it's not.
Anytime you want to be someone in life, you got to get up to the plate.
Right.
And when you go up to take your swings, people are going to throw at you.
Of course.
Okay. That's life.
Right.
You and I are in the game of life and we're doing well. Okay. I think what the issue here is that people look, you're polarizing. My guess is that half the people love you and half the people can't stand you. Is that a fair assessment?
I think the people that can't stand me secretly do like me, because people love to watch what I'm going to do next. They don't care. They love to see the spiral. Now, is that good? Probably not. But I think people are keyboard warriors. The same people that are writing on the internet, the same people are going to ask me for a picture when they see me in the street.
The one thing I want to convey is there's a difference between what you're doing in the reality TV world,
right,
and what you're going to do in your personal relationships. And the reason I say that is, and this is where this was a long-winded way of getting here. The only thing I care about is the only thing you should care about, which is what is in the best interest of the child.
Right.
And if you're going to do a Jerry Springer thing with your ex, okay, you're going to have a sick kid.
Understandable.
Okay.
I understand.
And I want nothing but the best for you. And you know what, man? I'll tell you something. I always loved Kobe Bryant, but no one can shoot us out of a game faster than Kobe. Nobody. He was on it. He didn't care. And he would shoot us out of games. And I'd just be like this. Oh my God. You know when I really fell in love with Kobe Bryant? After he retired. Because he taught me how to be a better dad. He leaned into that. Dude, if you lean into that and you try to be the best dad you can be, which means get down on their level, no phones, connect, really care about what they're saying. If you don't understand it, just go, wow. I mean, it's like that will completely change your life. And it doesn't matter if we think we're good dads. When people ask me if I'm a good dad, I always tell them, you're going to have to ask my kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Because my experience is going to be totally different than their experience. You ask my parents if they're good parents, they'd be like, of course, we're the best parents.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the way to rehabilitate your image.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, I don't care about myself or our situation. It's all about that little boy now. And I'm listen, I'm very open about it. I'm very aware, and I'm very, I know I did wrong. I'm 100% aware of that. I take full accountability in everything that I've done because I was wrong. Watching it back, it's shameful of how I acted. And I'm like, you know what? And I said this 100 times. My feelings are extremely warranted. Absolutely warranted. I'm allowed to have those feelings. It's how I handled it. And I've said this 1,000 times. If I could go back and change anything, it's how I handled the situation. I should have just went, you know what? It's time to end the marriage. I can't end it that way, but I can be aware of how I handled it.
You cannot put a woman in apprehension.
Right.
You cannot you're a scary guy. People tell me I'm a scary guy and you're a scary guy. Okay. I mean, we're big. We're big. Our personalities are big. Our stature is big. If you had a daughter, you would not want them doing that.
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hence the reason I'm trying to get as much help as I can right now, because nobody can ever see that side of me ever again.
And
I don't want to see myself.
Bro, they're going to see it. If you ain't in therapy 3 times a week on my life, it's going to happen again because you're wired for that. You and I are wired for that. I believe you. Your intention is to never do that again. but it's going to happen. And then when it's happening, it's going to go in slow motion and you're going to be like, I can't believe this, but you can't stop it. Right?
Right.
Does it sound like I know who you are?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm you. Okay. And I'm telling you, I was way worse than you. Way worse. Okay. And it's all about becoming an elegant man. How was rehab though? How was the rehab experience?
To be honest with you, the first time I didn't dive into it. I didn't take it seriously because they were filming and I was so in my head that they were working and I was stuck in prison. Like there was a filming going on during this time. Okay. So they're traveling, they're having fun and I know they're talking about me and I know everything's going on. So I couldn't separate why I'm here right now from working. Cause I know they're talking about me and this and that. And I couldn't dive into why I was supposed to be there and do the steps and do all the shit. I know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I know what to say and I know what to do, but I wasn't invested like I should because I slipped 2 weeks out.
Right.
And then I had to go back.
It's okay.
I wish I didn't have my phone that time. That was my fault. I asked for it and I should not have had my phone. That part I do regret. Everything else.
Yeah, that was your fault, but they shouldn't have given you the phone.
And I was on there on a voluntary basis. So it's
everybody's there on a voluntary basis.
Okay. I'm just saying I shouldn't, of course we make mistakes in life. I wish I didn't have my phone. I fucked up. There's nothing I can do about it. Can't put toothpaste back in the tube. Okay.
Okay.
So I wish I could kept my phone and wish I would have stayed away from that. I would have.
Looking back at the rage texting, surveillance, and even physical incidents, what do you hope your son understands about that chapter in your life?
He's obviously, he's going to hear about it one day. He was in the other room when I threw the bar stool and I threw the table, which is, again, if I could go back and change one thing in my life right now, that would be it. The way I handled that. It was anger. It was rage. It was the fact that I just couldn't deal with it. And again, the drugs and the alcohol, I saw red. I just saw red and I saw nothing else. And again, how could this be happening to me? I'm Jax Taylor. Why are you and the fact that it was my friend that she hooked. I think the main thing was the reason I got so upset is because I know the guy. He was a friend of mine. It wasn't like, oh, it was just other guy, whatever. It was a friend of mine that she was sleeping with for months.
But weren't you sleeping around too?
Not until I found that out.
Oh, and then you did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it too, but I wasn't one of her friends. And again, as a guy, I was just like, I brought this guy into my circle. He was my friend. Okay. So there was a little, to me, it was a little like, who do I be mad at? Do I be mad at her? Do I be mad at him? Or do I be mad at my fucking self? And at the end of the day, now I can look back, I'm mad at myself. Why? Because I pushed her away into this guy. That's what I did.
We lost the people that we loved because we didn't put them first.
Right. And I can look back now, which I was so angry before. I couldn't even I couldn't even breathe. But now I can look back on it and I made peace with that. I made peace with that.
Do you want to know why we have to take viscerally, like in our soul, why we need to take responsibility for how we screwed up? Because if we don't, we're going to die alone. In my age group, there's really only 2 rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac and Biggie.
Mm-hmm. Legends.
And then it goes to, Andre 3000 came out.
I love Andre.
He was dope. First guys I ever listened to was Run DMC.
For me, it was like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Big L.
Excellent.
Mm.
What did you say about...
Oh, the Tupac. Yeah.
You said he was boring.
I might have said he was boring.
But you understand that when you hear this man's voice, like his voice is so cool. Yeah. When he started singing, chicks just dropped their pants.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I've talked about what happened with that before. So I love to talk about this. I was that interview. I'll say how it happened. I was a diva at the time. It was like prime Lil Xan. You know, I felt like a rock
Did you
star.
say you were a diva?
I was a diva.
Dude, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Thank you. Yeah.
Because it's important to know the room.
Yeah, I've matured a lot since then. I was, you know, a diva. I was still on drugs, Xanax, and they had to wake me up at like 5 a.m. to go get to this. So I'm already in a bad mood. You know, I already don't want to do the interview. They asked me a bunch of questions before the Tupac one, and I was just kind of giving half-assed answers. Like, I was being rude. I didn't want to be there. And then the Tupac one comes up, and honest to God, they could have asked me, oh, what do you think about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, on a scale of 1 to 10? I still would have probably just, 2, boring. But it was Tupac that said it. So it wasn't anything against Tupac, because I grew up, like I told you, loving all aspects and genres of music, and old school hip hop was one of them. You know what I mean? Like, my favorite Tupac song is I Get Around with the Digital Underground. Love that record.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's such a good record. You know what I mean? Fun record. So, you know, it hurt because like I am a true lover of music in all forms. So, I mean, I was getting thousands of death threats from that, all types of stuff.
Well, that's computer courage.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You ever get depressed or anxious anymore?
Yeah, all the time. I think that's the main thing, being sober is for me battling, you know, mental health issues and stuff. I think right now I'm in a very happy place. Due to good people around me, good support group. But, you know, I do go through, I'm human like everybody else. There's definitely moments. A few months ago, I was kind of going a little depressed, not doing drugs or anything, but just slipping under, you know. But I feel like I've learned over the last 10 years kind of how to just pick myself back up.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I get depressed and I get anxious.
Yeah.
And I know how I get through that. Okay. The way I get through it is when I get scared, I run right through it. I mean, I don't walk through it. I don't lean into it. I just run right through it because I don't ever want to feel like a coward. Yeah. That's the worst feeling in the world to me.
Yeah. That's a horrible feeling.
So I get afraid all the time. It's completely normal. But the way I deal with it is I just run through it.
Just face it head on.
If I have to.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
See, how you deal with it is where I want to be, like, sometime this year. I want to be able to just face a problem head on.
Excellent. How are you going to get there this year? What's your plan?
Man, that's a good one.
That's the only question.
Yeah, my plan probably. Well, I'm very fortunate to have a lot of great, you know, like I said, people.
No, bro, come on. What's the plan? What plan? You want it? You want
exercise. I want to start going to the gym every day. I want to leave the house more. I want to leave the house a lot more. I just want to be a part of more social activities, I guess. I already am a part of a lot, obviously, due to my job, but that's like my job.
Can I help you out with this?
Of course, yes, of course. I'm always looking for people with knowledge and insight that, yes, I'm always looking for help.
Do you have a therapist?
I do have a therapist. Yeah, I do have a therapist.
When was the last time you saw a therapist?
Last month.
Okay, then that's not a therapist. I am the finest drug and alcohol treatment facility in the world.
Yeah.
Some people think, you know, I'm the expert in this field. Okay. I see my therapist 3 times a week.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Today.
Yeah.
As we sit here today, okay, with all I've got going on, I still see my therapist 3 times a week. And there's a reason for it. It's not something I have to do. It's something I get to do. It is the ultimate luxury. It is how responsible people deal with their stressors. Because here's the thing. If your stress is here, your support, your therapy must always be ahead or greater than your stressors. Because now you're safe. Okay?
Yeah.
Otherwise, what happens is you start creating wreckage and you become uncomfortable. And you and I don't do uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay. If we're uncomfortable for long enough, okay, we have to drink and use. We
Yeah.
have to. That's how you and I are wired.
yeah, I agree.
Okay. So when you were 11,
Yeah,
your mom was 25.
Right.
Okay. How did she deal with your new fame?
She was like shocked and shocked. You feel me? You know what's crazy? Like when I was telling her, when I was like working on being a rapper, I told her, I was like, I don't need to go to school no more. Like I was like 10. I'm like telling this before I blew up. I'm like, I don't need to go to school no more. I'm gonna be a rapper. Da, 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 da. I don't need to go to school. She was like, it's 1 in a billion chance that people blow up as a rapper. Da, 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 da. And then that shit happened. That's some crazy shit.
And what did she do?
What you mean?
How did she react to
She
it?
was just shocked. You feel me? Like she was just like,
Was she happy?
yeah, for sure. She was proud. Yeah, like she was all the way with it. You feel me? Like she was. Yeah, that shit was legendary.
Now, when did you stop going to school?
Shit, high school, like 9th grade. I never went to high school. I went homeschool till like 9th grade. Then I dropped
You
out.
never actually went to school.
High school.
Just high school. You never went to high school.
Mm. But I'll be like into philosophy and like reading shit.
Dude, I ain't calling you stupid. I
No,
think
I'm
you're
not.
a genius.
I'm just letting you know.
School ain't for everybody, bro.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, the prison, if you think about like the prison and like hospitals and like jails and schools, they all got like the same type, like design type. It's like a program type shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes and no.
They all look alike.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They may all look alike and they may all have rules, but one
I'm
of
not
them,
saying school bad though. Like, I still feel like it's certain things you should go to school for, but like if you need to go to school for it, but like if you don't need to, I feel like it's a waste of time.
no, absolutely. But jail, I gotta just correct you on this one. School's a pain in the ass for some. Like, my kids like it.
Right.
Okay. Some kids like it.
Right.
Some kids can't stand it. Some kids are just indifferent to it.
Right.
Okay. But there's one thing. Have you ever seen Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when they had those 4 boxes and they'd have the broccoli and the carrots and the lettuce, and then they'd have a clown and they'd sing, which one of these don't belong here? Remember that? Okay. God damn it. Okay. Well, they had one. Okay. That was a thing.
Mhm.
Okay. School, college, high school, and then jail. Which one doesn't belong there? Because one of the places, jail. That's
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
You know why?
Crazy, yeah.
Because you get to leave school.
Yeah, no.
And when you drop the soap, you don't have to,
No, jail way crazier. You're right.
okay? You don't have to worry about getting shanked, although that's not true today. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
School ain't jail, kids. What's the industry getting wrong about the young artists today?
What you mean by that?
What do I mean by that, Dylan?
How is our culture of music is like so different than how rap used to be like 10 years ago? Like, I feel like people in label systems and shit are still thinking like how it used to be, and they're not really hit to the new ways the kids are doing with music, the new sounds, and not things palatable enough. Like, what do you think about it? Because you make experimental shit.
Right. I feel like, I feel like it's getting to the point where anybody can make music and anybody could blow up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's lit though, because it's everybody getting the chance. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, people record stuff off their phone, and if you got the right template, it will sound fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I got homies that be recording off their phone, and they sound better than people that be recording in studios that they pay for.
You got to show Dylan how to do that. I got an 11-year-old right now, and he's growing his hair out just like yours, and he's talking to me. So we got to do that. He's like,
bro, it's easy as hell, bro.
dude, where's your facial tattoo?
I ain't got no face tats.
Dude,
I ain't got no tattoos.
You got no tattoos? Really?
I don't feel the need to get something tattooed. Like, I don't feel like it's something that important to get.
You're the best. You're afraid of needles just like me, right?
I ain't even afraid of needles. It's just
Of course that with me.
that is. I would have did it. Like I would have. You know how they be taking like what's that called? The medicine so they black the out and they could tat your whole body. Like I would do shit like that. You feel me? Like, but if I was to get tats, cause I would go to black the out. Like I would go crazy, everything. Because my friends, like they got crazy ass tattoos. Like my one friend got like a mushroom on his face. My other friend got like the crack from Harry Potter and the little the balls from Harry Potter.
It all started, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Maryland, Prince George's County, Maryland. And I'm from a hood around here. It's called Bricey Road. It's in a city called Landover. So my upbringing, you know, I seen a lot. You know, my grandfather was in the streets. My cousins, all of my cousins was in the streets, but, you know, my grandmother didn't want that for me, so she's kind of shifting me away. My mom had me at 15 or 16, so she is so young. She was so young. And, you know, my grandmother took legal guardianship over me. So I was with her, and her and my grandfather raised me. And,
Where was your mother?
you know, she was young, so she was around, you know what I'm saying? Like I say for her being the age that she was, she definitely was trying.
But wait, hold on a second. Of course, because you're a baby at 15. But why wasn't she living at home with her parents and you?
Maybe due to like being rebellious. She was with me for a while, but you know, she wanted to be outside, you know, do her thing. She's enjoying her teenage year.
Are you close with your mom now?
Yeah, I got a relationship with my mom. I do.
Where does she live?
She in Maryland.
She proud of you?
She proud of me. Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna make me start crying. Fuck. Your grandparents proud of you?
They are. My grandmother was, you know, who raised me. She let me drop out when I was 16, actually, and bought me a studio for me to, you know what I'm saying, to do this because, you know, she believed in me since the beginning. My grandfather invested everything that I needed at the time. And I still chose the streets, you know, because what I was surrounded by from my friends and things that I was doing, I was kind of always the leader, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, come with stuff like that. But, yeah, my grandparents very proud of me.
Are they still alive?
Not my grandfather. He passed away in, he is 56. He passed away in 2020. Leukemia, hair cell leukemia came back for him after being in remission for about like 8 to 10 years. He is on life support at first. And it went away. It came back, hit him like a rock. It only took him about like a month and a half or 2 to take him out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
24.
So this was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were 19. This must have just destroyed you.
It did. Like, that was my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get emotional and all, but, you know.
That's okay, man. We're doing a little therapy.
But yeah.
And therapy done right is
but that was
messy.
Yeah, and that was my dad. He told me how to move, you know, from what he was doing, even from back then, you know, how to be sharp, be on point, to watch out for certain signs, because he was actively in the street. So he was just telling me on what to look out for and never answer the door for any of my friends, any of his friends, no matter who it is, you know. Make sure that, you know, coast is clear, looking out for these type of people. And even told me how to use my first firearm at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? But it was, I took it and ran with it because it's in a more educational use, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go hunting in the backyard. Let's go to this place 30 minutes away and go hunting, shooting, you know, at our Aunt Shirley house. So she lived in, she had her own farm in Virginia.
Shout out to you, Aunt Shirley.
Yeah, so she had her own farm in Virginia, and we used to go up there, shoot, all of that. me and my cousins, you know.
Where's your dad?
My dad in prison. He actually, within the same year, my grandfather passed away in May of 2020. No, in March of 2020, right before and right after his birthday. That's
when he went to jail?
No, that's my grandfather. So my dad, he'd been locked up in and out all of my life. So he in one of the worst prisons in the world. He in Florence, Colorado. So it's about, if you don't know about Florence, you know it's only about like 300 to 400 inmates. He told me that you have to have at least 3 to 6 months of consecutive good behavior to get a phone call, you know. So it's been shit that I seen with my dad, you know what I'm saying? It really made me take a turn for, I say, the worst, you know what I'm saying? It made me violent. Like, he made me violent, but with the drug thing, that was always kind of going on.
Well, let me ask you a question about the violence. Okay, because I just want to be clear. He taught you to be violent. Did he teach you to be violent, or did he teach you how to survive the community?
Nah, straight up how to be violent. Like, me and my cousins.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Like he is, like, even my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like Craig, he, rest in peace, his soul as well, you know? We used to do shit in like the neighborhood, do things in the neighborhood. Like, he like, man, go rob him with a hammer. Like, and walk up behind a random civilian, put it on their neck. He's like, they ain't gonna know the difference because it's cold steel, you know? They don't know if it's a gun or what, you know? And I was doing that young age. I'm talking about like maybe 12, 13, you know? So, I mean, I always been smart though. I always been like, how can I say it, is like well spoken.
Okay, so you're smart. Have you ever gone to jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not smart.
But it wasn't. It was because of my anger. I always had like a short fuse.
But bro, you don't display any of that. You're like gentle and kind, and I don't see it.
I mean, that's because, you know, how I was taught, you know, you don't have to go acting like you the big bad wolf in every room. You know what I'm saying? When people see, if it get to that, they find out, you know. But I don't gotta act like that I'm that or what I've been through, because I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my kids.
Last night I heard you did your first show.
Yeah, I rocked that out.
And I saw video of it. It was awesome.
Thank you.
How did it feel?
At first, I'm not gonna lie, they were low key pissing me the fuck off. Like when I got there, it was cool because like I could tell people knew who I was. I just wasn't going up to them. Like I could see them staring at me and like smiling. But before my set started, but I didn't want to go up to them because I needed to get drunk. I'm just gonna keep it bubbles. Because like it's first show, my nerves are a little high.
Liquid courage.
Yeah, the Crown Apple.
You know what's getting me though? What's getting me is last night you did your first ever concert and you're already getting 2 million downloads a week. How the hell did that happen?
Just, first of all, you gotta be good at music. Like you can't be in music and expect, you know, the results to come in. I would like to say I got good music, and I've cherished the fact that I make good music. Like it's an art, and you got to really know how to paint that picture. A lot of these guys out here do not know how to paint that picture. So that's one. And then two, it's a business to this. Like you're a businessman, so you know like business goes in everything. So you got to really know what you're doing finances wise, and knowing what to accept and what not to accept, like details wise, like when it comes to certain not contracts, but like just certain performances and stuff. The money has to sound right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like you are a money right sounding guy, correct? If I'm right. Yeah.
Me?
Hell yeah.
I got a lot of problems. I got a lot of problems.
Money solves problems. If I'm right.
More money, more problems.
Damn.
You know? I mean, you want it. Your life's going to get big. Careful what you ask for. Your life's going to get real big. Your problems right now are big, you know, but they get bigger. They get bigger. I mean, you can tell right now that your problems have gotten bigger than, you know, just looking for rent. I mean, those are real problems. But once you get that handled, now you've got something to lose. So now the decisions you make have to be more sober.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got more to lose.
I honestly like that word sober. I could tie that into like something else. Like I don't really be getting like up. I'm not gonna lie. I like being level headed. I think like you make better decisions, especially like when you at a point where you really need. Well, I'm in a point where I'm really making a lot of decisions, so I haven't really been getting like fried. I just because I need to think on it. A lot of people don't really be thinking like that. They just like getting fucked up all the time. They gotta realize like, you know, you gotta really balance it out. You can't have all days where you were lazy, not doing anything. You just fried as versus the days where you're actually productive and doing what you like.
How many days out of the month would you say you're productive?
If it's a 31-day month, then
hey, let's just go 30 days so the math is easier.
Okay, then I say 25. Because
really, no, slow down. You really get 25 out of the 30 days where you're productive and you lay low and regenerate, right? On those 5 days. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I do not get up all the time.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Whether you get up or not is irrelevant because I'm not. And I don't know if I have 25 days a month where I'm productive.
The thing is with me is like I can make music every single day no matter where I'm at compared to another like work experience where somebody has to go into work and like they might have an off day. With me, it's like I'm making so much music on a daily basis that if I made something, say I made like 10 songs, right? 2 of them are mediocre. I can go back the next day and recraft them songs into something beautiful. And that's a productive day too. Cause now I got those 2 songs, like, and add on to say another 4 songs. Like I make a lot of music, bro. And it's productivity in music just comes down to whether whether you got it or not. And I like,
well, also it's whether or not you love it, because if you love it, then you're going to do it more and you're going to be more intentional about it. Right?
I love it.
And it's not work, is it?
Nah.
I mean, if you love it, you go to work every day and you've never experienced a day of work in your life.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're going to be good at it. Real good. Real good.
I'm going to be real good. Real good. Pause.
Look at who we got. We got someone who just got drafted. This kid's going to be an all-pro.
Yeah.
We got Kobe right out of high school.
I'm going to get that gold jacket. I'm going to get my gold jacket.